guess I don't need that. Let's have our flag. You good, Victor?
Yes. Oh,
Let's go to our
sorry.
next screen.
There it is.
All right, very good. Let's have our pledge to the flag. If you're in your uniform, please salute. If you're not in your uniform, place your hand over your heart and recite the pledge with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great. Okay, so we have a packed agenda for you today. Let's check it out. Victor, next slide. All right, we've done our welcome. We're going to go through our program dates for the first couple months of the year. We've got a lot of upcoming trainings to talk about. We also have upcoming events, and then our annual district dinner. That's our featured item coming up at the end of the month. We'll also be talking a lot about the Order of the Arrow today, and then some miscellaneous stuff. Remember that you need to mute your speaker, your microphone, if you're not talking. We are recording our call, and you can always enter your questions into the chat. If you don't have a chat line, then raise your hand in some way or grab our attention. Okay, I think our program dates are coming up next. So January is a full January, and the 21st is especially busy. So remember, everyone, reserve the date January 4th for our January 4th. It's February 4th for our Vision 2023.
Yes. Sorry.
Our West Fair is coming up next week, Wednesday. We'll have some information on that starting at 6 o'clock. Be there at the park. Our OA, our Order of the Arrow, has a big day on the 21st with their traderie at the Sea Base. So we'll talk about that. They're also offering a merit badge day for several collection type merit badges. And then at the end of the day is the Pavunga Lodge banquet and awards dinner. So that'd be great just to be at. I hear there's also some training going on that weekend too. Then on the next following weekend, on Saturday, is the Iron Star dinner. So, and then we go to February. February 1st Sunday is Scout Sunday, of course. After the Vision 2023 meeting on Saturday morning, we will have a Pinewood Derby clinic on February 11th. There will be no Pinewood Derby clinics in January, so because we have such a busy January. February 23rd is our council annual dinner. That's a Thursday night at the Grand. So reserve seats now for that. And then March, we have another Pinewood Derby clinic also on the 11th. So that's easy for you to remember. February 11th and March 11th in the morning. I believe it's going to be at the Scout shop. At the Scout offices. You can pick up your Pinewood Derby kits there. And then March 31st through April 2nd is our spring camporee. We haven't had a camporee in a while, so I'm all excited for that too. Is there an April box? Yeah, April. So we got the remainder of the camporee coming up at the end of the week, at the end of the weekend. And then the Pinewood Derby's championships. For all those packs that have Pinewood Derbies, we'll be running those on April 22nd. I don't know if we got made dates yet.
No.
No. All right, let's move on. Trainings. Is Michael in the house or Amy? That be able to talk about this? Let's see, Michael or Amy in our list of people. So I'll talk about it. IOLS, Introduction to Outdoor Leader Skills training for Scouts BSA leaders, or BALOO training. That's training for Cub Scout leaders. outdoor skills, January 21st and 22nd, 2023 at Camp Talkwitz. Go to the website for that information. Climbing instructor training. This is great fun, and you get the skills to be able to be a climbing instructor. There's 2 weekends for that, February 18th and 19th, and then the 25th. I believe that's also at Camp Talkwitz. Don't know if the first weekend is over at Sea Base. Den Chief training is March 12th. So we encourage those troops to suggest some scouts to go get some Den Chief training, and then we can help our Cub Scout packs out with some Den Chiefs. And then leader specific training. Leader specific training is March 18th for all those new leaders coming in on any of the levels of scouting. So we have a web page for that, longbeachbsa.org/training. Go check it out over there and sign up your peeps. Okay, great. Let's move on to the next slide.
Okay, so this is the renewal status. This is currently where we're at as a council as far as our renewals go for the recharter process. So currently only 16 units have completed the process. This year has been a little bit slower than past years, particularly because a lot of folks who still haven't completed some of the requirements for the AB 506 have to complete those before the unit can be chartered, unless those individuals or those leaders will have to be dropped, or if they can complete it later, but would have to leave the charter first. So of the 23 of the 59, or excuse me, 64 total units that we have, 23 have been submitted, but we're still working on trying to get them processed. 9 have opened up the process, meaning that they've logged on and started the process of the recharter, but have not yet submitted the recharter to us. And 8 units we haven't heard from yet, meaning that they're still working through, trying to figure out, I guess, when they're going to get their paperwork all set up. So our Commissioner Corps has their hands full in trying to get all this process completed. We also have 3 units that are dropping, which is unfortunate, but we are going to try to rebuild and restart some of these units come this year. So that's the status of where we are as far as renewals this year. If you are still working on your charter, there's a lot of support here. There's Sandy, myself. Sandy's completely well versed in being able to help you. I myself was also in the renewal process online. Have learned a lot through it, and so if you need help with anything, please let me know. But we are here to support you, and so please reach out to us and let us know what we can do to get all the charters in. It's just important for us to be able to get the process completed, because it ensures that you have insurance and that you're covered through our BSA, all the BSA insurances. So that's our renewal status.
Absolutely, yeah. And if you have anybody who's been through the process, can maybe provide some assistance for those other units that are struggling, then that would be very helpful. Okay. West Fair, our Webelos transition to Scouts. This is a great fair for our Cub Scouts parents and incoming Scouts, BSA Scouts, to find out which troops are doing things and where they might want to go. Rosa,
Heidi,
are you online?
Hi, yes, I'm here.
All right.
I'm
Heidi,
sorry.
actually.
Yeah,
Is it Heidi? Okay, Heidi?
Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
Heidi's gonna take this one.
Sorry, no video. I'm outside. We're having a troop meeting, so I had to come outside, and there's no lighting. So just wanted to invite, let me just tell you what's going on. So we have West Fair 2023 happening next Wednesday. So 7 days away, January 18th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. We're going to be at Monteverde Park in the city of Lakewood. Hopefully all of the packs and or troops and units have taken a look at that flyer. It was sent out in several emails. Right now, we have 14 troop units signed up to have tables, or 15, excuse me. And so if you are a troop unit, you're listening in today, please go and sign up on the council's website. There is a place to sign up and put yourself down for a table so we know that you're coming. We're going to try and we were going to try and do another Zoom, but we won't do that. We'll send out some informational emails on what to expect. We do have the facility, I believe, at 3 o'clock. So probably about 3:30, 4 o'clock, the troop units the older units can come in and start setting up their space. And again, the Webelos won't be coming in until 6 p.m. One of the things that we're trying to do, if you are a troop and you would like to donate an item for a raffle, every Webelo or visitor to the West Fair will receive a raffle ticket just for showing up. We're planning on having a passport to make them go around and visit your tables and visit almost all of them. And for every group of 4 or 5 that they visit, we'll give them another raffle ticket. So we need some items to raffle off. Hopefully, it's kind of scout orientated. If not, if you want to donate a gift card or something, we're open for anything to raffle off to the Webelos as well as any other visitors we may have. Some of the units have been very forward thinking and helping out with getting a general flyer out to parochial schools or private schools that scouts scout age kids might be attending. We tried a peach jar mailing to middle schools. So we are pushing for outside non-scouters right now to come and take a look at us, ask some questions, and hopefully get some new scouts into our units. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. Any questions? Oh, cool. If you have questions, you can you go on to the council website. You can go to activities and West Fair. You will see an email that we have set up specifically for West Fair, and you can send us an email and we'll get right back to you. I get pinged on that, so I try to answer within a couple hours. And just make sure that you're registered so we have your email and we know who to send blasts to keep you updated, and see you next Wednesday.
Awesome.
Cool. Okay.
All right, Eric, you're still muted. Here you go.
Okay, are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, next is our annual banquet. So our annual banquet for the Iron Star District is January 28th, Saturday. Please reserve it and please sign up now. The registration is open. It's right now $25 per person. You can actually reserve a whole table if you'd like. That will change after Friday. And so after Friday, it will go up to $35 per person. Still a deal. We'll have a full program. We'll have some fun, some games, auction, and we'll be presenting our awards for our District Award of Merit recipients, as well as our Unit Appreciation of Awards. Unit Award of Appreciations, thank you, at that time. So for those guests that are getting awards, please register them and get them in. And then the rest of the units, please provide your support and attend the meeting or attend the dinner. We're gonna have some great food too. So make sure you register now. Talk to your units and get everyone to sign up. All right, thanks. And speaking of our Award of Merit recipients, our Silver Beaver Award are for council level extraordinaire, excellence extraordinaire, is John McIntosh and Tim Smith. So thank you. Good job for them. And our District Award of Merit for the Iron Star District is Heidi and Steve Haas. So congratulations to you as well. All right, you can get to learn a little bit more about them at the awards dinners. There'll be a little background on what they've been doing for and helping our scouts and our scouting program. Okay, our next item will be the Unit Award of Appreciation. I mentioned that. We need to get those nominations in right now. Please spread the word of any units that have not already named a person for their Unit Award of Appreciation. Please submit it now. There's the form on the website under the Iron Star District on that webpage. That includes the annual dinner, and submit that information right now. We can recognize those recipients at the awards dinner. Let's go on. Oh yeah, Vision 2023, Victor, what's that all about?
So Saturday, February 4th, 8 a.m. Long Beach Sea Base, we're going to have our annual Vision 23. This is Vision 2023, but it's our annual sort of state of the council address, where we get to talk to our scout executive. He'll tell us upcoming changes to the programs in 2023, updates on the scout shop. We'll talk about the Talkwitz Dining Hall updates. You'll get to see details on our finances and how we've been managing the council, get information on new initiatives. We're also going to have the live scan person again this year. So she'll be there available for any new leaders or any leaders who still have not completed their AB 506 requirement from 2022. So it's a great opportunity. We'll have complimentary breakfast for everybody. We suggest that you come in uniform, and remember that this is an adult leader event. So probably not the best scenario for kids or for our scouts to come to. Because they'll be bored.
Yeah. Remember, it's the Long Beach Sea Base.
At the Long Beach Sea
anywhere
Base.
else. It's at the Sea Base.
Yes. So hope to see everybody there. Last year we had about 80 people there. We're hoping to have just as many this year.
All right, great. Come for the food, stay for the program. Okay, our other big annual event is our council recognition dinner. And that is Thursday, February 23rd. It will be held at the Grand, beginning at 7 p.m. Get there a little early because you need to get parking and registered in. This is when we will present and recognize our 2022 Silver Beaver recipients. We'll also recognize our 2022 Eagle Scouts, Quartermasters, Venturing Summit Awards, and any of the other council level awards that we have for the last year. You can see the picture of the 2021 Eagle Scouts on the slide there. We'll have another crop of Eagle Scouts to recognize this time. Reserve the date and sign up with your units. All right, thanks. A lot of councils do not have an Order of the Arrow program. We are fortunate to be able to have one. And I'm going to let Tomahawk, Chris Espinoza, talk more about our Order of the Arrow program at Long Beach Area Council and what's been going on. And there's some events that are coming up for our Order of the Arrow as well. So Tomahawk, take it away.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. So my name is Christopher Espinoza, also known as Tomahawk, and I'm the Order of the Arrow Papunga Lodge Long Beach Advisor, the Lodge Advisor. So what is Order of the Arrow? Well, Order of the Arrow is the National Honor Society for Boy Scouts of America. It's OA. We're known as OA. Order of the Arrow. OA is for short, so that's an abbreviation. So Order Arrow recognizes scouts and scouters who best exemplify the scout oath and scout law in everyday lives. Arrowmen are known for maintaining camping traditions, promoting year-round camping and long-term camping. We also are providing cheerful service to others, especially to our council. We have service all year long. We have activities, we have adventures, and we have training. The Order of the Arrow, just like a troop, is youth-led. We have a lodge chief, vice chiefs, a secretary, and a treasurer, and we also have other positions. The order of the arrow, right before COVID-19. So I'm going to give you the numbers before COVID-19. So before COVID-19, there was more than 150,000 active members in the US, and that was affiliated with 270 local BSA councils. Obviously, that number has went down like everything else, but we're trying to kick that off again and get the numbers back up. How to become an Order of Arrow member? You must be registered with the Boy Scouts of America. You have to have 15 nights of camping under your belt. For youth under 21, you must be first class or above. And for adults, you have to be selected by your troop and selected by a selection committee, and basically just have 15 nights of camping underneath your belt. There's 3 levels. You have first your induction, then you have your brotherhood membership and your vigil honor. Vigil honor is the highest, and induction. So when you become an OA member, you get an OA sash like this, and then you also get a patch that goes on your uniform. We have 2 ordeals a year. One's in May and one's in September. We will post those. So let's see here, cheerful service. So what is cheerful service? So we spend a lot of time giving back to the council. So we're the unit. If you look at it, we're not a troop, we're not a crew, we're an honor society for Long Beach. There's 2 honor societies. There's the national, which is the Order of the Arrow. Then we have the local one, which is the Talkwoods community. We both function pretty much the same way. It's youth ran. Things that the OA does is we help staff scouting for food. We also sponsor the tradery for the Long Beach Area Council. We also staff different banquets and help out with service. We also host every summer a bike ride. If you look behind me, there's the patch from last year. So we do a bike tour starting at the sea base every year. We help and staff Weeblos Weekend, also Scoutorama, Wood Badge, and Wild Tea. So we're everywhere within the lodge. Within the council. We also have just OA events such as Fall Fellowship. So we have a Fall Fellowship every November, which we do with a whole different council. We do that with the Inland Empire. Elections. So in order to become OA member, we need to contact each troop and visit each troop and our crew, or even Sea Scouts. And we'll come there, do a little speech. We'll talk about the OA, and then we'll have an election. So the youth in the unit will elect their members. We don't select them. They're elected by their peers. Next slide, please. So here are some of our events. I'm going to have my fellow members here explain more, but like I said, we do a tradery for the council every year, which is next weekend. We have an annual banquet every year to recognize all the volunteers and recognize the youth for their accomplishments. We're having a Merit Badge Day. We have the family bike ride every year. Conclave. Conclave is something very special. Conclave is where we get Orange County Council, Inland Empire Council, and Long Beach. We all put on a big event with a lot of games, fellowship, shows, trading, everything you could think of happens at a conclave. And that happens every October. And then we have our spring and fall ordeals, like I said, and we have a fall fellowship in November. NOAC. What is NOAC? NOAC stands for the National Order of the Arrow Conference. It's just like a national jamboree, but it's a little smaller, and it's for the Order of the Arrow members. We just had one. We just took 15 scouts from Long Beach to the University of Tennessee last summer. Next summer in 2024, we're going to be in Boulder, Colorado University. So we'll be there. So there's about almost 10,000 arrowmen having fun, having fellowship, having training, and all that good stuff. We also staff national jamborees. We have a thing called Operation Arrow. You can sign up there and you can also be on staff. So that's just a little bit in a nutshell. If you have any questions, please send them my way. Next slide, please. So now I'd like to introduce my one of my associate advisors for the Order of the Arrow, Dr. John Melke.
Thank you, Chris. I'm kind of new blood to the lodge, and so I have the honor and privilege of being in charge of the traderie alongside Craig Wolfsburg, another fine member of our group. And as new blood, I tried to think about what could I do to generate some more interest in the lodge and interest in the traderie in general. And I know that Scouts enjoy doing merit badges. And I thought, rather than have a loose association with, for example, a collecting merit badge with the traderie, let's do something a little bit more formal than that. And so with a wonderful collaboration of Scouters, both in our council and also in the Orange County Council, we were able to get some very fine, excellent merit badge counselors to teach collections, scouting heritage, stamp collecting, and coin collecting that coincides with the theme of a traderie. So thanks to people like Wendy Dana, Dave Simon, David Burton, and old timer friend and scouter, Mr. Albertus, we're able to put together a good program for our scouts to not only have fun and get some merit badges, but also to receive a voucher after their merit badge class that's good for going into the traderie itself and establishing maybe a relationship with one of those scouters that has patches and neckerchief slides and neckerchiefs on their table and available where they can redeem a $10 voucher maybe for something that catches their eye. So that's the plan for our merit badge coming up next Saturday, the 21st. The merit badge program will be from 8 a.m. and last as long as the counselor would like it to, probably until about 10 or 10:30 a.m. And then the scouts, I'm sure, will be happy to participate with the traderie after that. And I'll let Mr. Craig Wolfsburg talk a little bit more about that. Thank you.
Greg, you're muted, Craig.
While Craig's unmuting, I just want to thank.
Can you hear me now?
We can. Yeah, I just wanted to thank Rosa Talog at the last minute. She put together a wonderful flyer that will hopefully explain everything. She took the vision of what we wanted to do and put it essentially on paper for people to see throughout our council. And I really appreciated Rosa's attention to details and wonderful flyer that she put together. So thanks to Rosa for doing that. Okay, take it away, Craig.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We've been having traderies in the Long Beach Area Council for about 20 years. I've been involved since pretty much day one. First 10 years, first decade was pretty much handled by myself, Paul Muehlbach, Randy Stiegler. And then in 2012, 13, somewhere in that area, we decided to take it on as a OA event. One of the important aspects of this is we donate a major chunk of the money, about $1,000, to the council to help them run their program in any way they see fit. So it's a good fundraiser for not only the lodge, but also the council. There's going to be probably around 1,000 to 1,100 items out on the auction for sale, starting at roughly 9 o'clock in the morning, ending a little bit after noon. And anybody who is going to the Jamboree who wants to get involved in trading, this might be a good place to get inexpensive merchandise. If you ever looked at Boy Scout stuff on eBay, The same like items you can get probably at our auction for half the price. So we actually have people who attend the auction that buy stuff and then turn around and repurpose them on eBay for a profit. So having all these people out there selling stuff gives a great opportunity for us to do the merit badges, because one of the things you have to do, as an example for the scouting heritage, is do things like visit a museum. Well, it's not necessarily a museum, but everybody's stuff out there has a lot of value going back 40, 50, 60 years, and they can see what the heritage of scouting looks like from that date to present in a lot of different forms. We'll have as many as 20 people out there selling merchandise. And of course, that merchandise on display, they also display stuff that their kids are welcome to look at and ask questions about. So it's a great event. It's a good fundraiser for the council, good fundraiser for our lodge. To be honest, we're also using it for that. And it's an excellent opportunity to get pretty inexpensive merchandise to add to your collection. And while you're doing it, you're actually benefiting the lodge. If you have scouting or know of scouting merchandise that's out there, contact the council, bring stuff down, put it in Victor know, and he'll get a hold of me, and I will actually pick it up and take care of it, put it in whatever inventory we have. So I'm kind of breaking John Milkey into the finer aspects of this running the event. And John will be taking it over next year, but I'll be still around for helping. If anybody's got any questions, now's a great time to ask. No questions? I can't say that I explained it all that well, but if you have some questions, I'll stay on this for a while. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Craig and Tomahawk and John. It is a lot of fun. The Tradery is a lot of fun. Tomahawk, you want to talk about the annual banquet for the Pavunga Lodge?
So Saturday, January 21st, it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a fun day, and I'm so excited. Can't wait for it. So we're gonna start off in the morning with our merit badges and our tradery. That's gonna go all the way to 3 o'clock. Then we're gonna somehow transform the room in 1 hour to start our banquet at 4 o'clock to 7. And our banquet is basically going to be recognizing our volunteers that helped out with the Order of the Arrow, that helped out with all the different services within Long Beach Area Council. We're going to acknowledge and install our new officers for the Order of the Arrow that night. And basically just saying a big thank you to everyone that's really helped out. So you don't have to be in the Order of the Arrow to come to the banquet. You could come to the banquet. You could sign up online. It's $20, and then includes a patch. Our cook for the night is Blake Whitney. So if you love Blake Whitney food, I will sign up right away. And yeah, it's gonna be. We're also providing lunch. So if you come to the Tradery, we are gonna be having lunch at a price. I think it's gonna be $6 for lunch. You're welcome to come in, and we'll have lunch, and then you go right into the dinner. So that's about it. If you have any questions, please let me know, but it's going to be a fun day on Saturday.
Sounds like a lot of fun, absolutely. And what a steal for dinner. Okay, great. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, OA. Coming soon. What's coming soon, Victor?
It's our Believe campaign. It's part of a Friends of Scouting campaign for 2023. We're going to be rolling it out at our vision meeting the vision meeting on February 4th. And just going back to the basics, it's important for us to educate our new families that are coming into scouting into what the Friends of Scouting campaign is. So we will be scheduling Friends of Scouting presentations, passing out all the materials for the units to be able to participate in the campaign. And just word believe, and we have our chair, Greg White, who is going to roll out the new campaign and tell us why that word is so important.
Well, I believe we're going to have a good campaign. All right, thank you. More to come. Our Scout office and shop are back in business at full swing after the holidays. Remember, they will be closed for the 14th through the 16th. They have inventory, and it's Martin Luther King's holiday. Scout Shop is otherwise open on Saturdays. Remember that, 10 a.m. to 1. That gives you some extra hours during the weekend if you can't get there during the week because you're working or you got other commitments. Always, Sandy's ready to help out. You see our contact information down there for all things scouting merchandise. All right, thank you. And this is the last slide. This is a time for us to bring up any questions that you might have asking. You have captive audience right now. There's lots of good scouters on the call right now, and Victor is here. If you have a question, go ahead and enter it in the chat or raise your hand. I'm looking forward to a new 2023 with re-energized, reinvigorated. We're back to full program, and so I love it. And remember to put your roundtable calendar item February 9th. It's always the second Thursday in February, or sorry, in the month. We are holding them via Zoom. That seems to be a way for all of us to get together without having to spend a lot of time on the freeway. Heidi, I wanted to congratulate you personally on your District Award of Merit award. Thank you. You've been doing a lot of help for the district for many, many years already, and so it's well deserved.
Congratulations, Heidi. Also, is it somebody's birthday today?
Yes, it is somebody's birthday today. Who could it be?
Who could that be?
It's Eric's birthday today, and Eric, being the true scouter that he is, even on his birthday, he's here volunteering to run the roundtable for us. So how about we sing happy birthday to Eric?
All righty.
Everybody can follow with me on 3. Happy birthday to you. Let's all unmute, by the way. Unmute so we can hear everybody.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday, dear Eric.
Eric.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, everyone. And remember, this is a recorded conversation, and so I'm going to play this back again. Thank you.
Thank you.
That made me laugh. All right, everyone. With that, I